Dr. Ted here, and welcome to the channel. And on this channel we deal with mental health issues and personal development. Ever notice how people are, or maybe even you, are unhappy at work? Times that by 40 years. The impact is big. And not only are you upset at work, this can bleed over into your personal life, bleed over into your mental health until you really feel kind of upset every day, really down. Now, many things at work can be happening that causes it to be a very challenging day, but research shows when you engage your signature strengths, that this can help bring out the best in you and really enhance your job satisfaction and your overall mental health. Now, these strengths include perseverance, love of learning, curiosity, fairness. Now, we all have these strengths inside of us, but once we engage them more, they can really bring out the best in us and help us navigate our professional life and also our mental health and personal life better. In this video, I want to show you how to recognize these signature strengths and how you can use these strengths at work to enhance your workday. But also, as we move through this video, you can see how using these strengths can better improve your personal life, better improve situations that maybe normally would have a crushing effect for you, maybe bring you down, maybe lower your mood. But by using these strengths, it can allow you to navigate better, improve your mental health. A global report that looked at the workplace job satisfaction, it was done in 2023, and I'll leave a link in the description, found that 23% of people are thriving at their job. 59% of them are quiet quitting or very disengaged. And 18% are loud quitting, so they're very disengaged. 51% of people currently employed are looking for other jobs. So why are people, you could say, thriving at work? These people find, according to the report, their work is meaningful and feel connected to their team and their organization. They feel proud of the work they do and take ownership of their performance and go the extra mile for the team, for the organization. They are thriving because, in part, they're using their signature strengths. So what do I mean by signature strengths? These are things that you are normally good at. For example, you're good at numbers. You're good at crunching numbers. You're a math teacher, or you're good at organizing. You're an event planner. A study done in 2012 found that when people use their signature strengths, they have a much more positive work experience. They feel a lot more engaged and enjoy greater job satisfaction. And this can lead to better job performance, and they're just a lot more productive, a lot more happier employees at work. Another study done in 2005 found that when people use their strengths in new ways, they can experience increased well-being, be able to deal with depression better, and feel more resilient towards life's problems. Now, that's the part I want to focus on. How can we use our strengths in new ways to deal with situations, to get more out of the situation, to better deal with the situation so it doesn't impact our mental health? I'll give you a real life example. I was recently at a tea plantation, and this tea plantation, they export tea around the world. And I was talking to John, and John was telling me how he was working on the assembly line. So basically moving the tea from one place, the leaves, drying out the leaves, putting them into the machines. And that was very, very repetitive for him. And he could feel that, his brain was really not being engaged, but he had a real love of learning. And that was a real signature skill for him. How can he learn more? So he took an active interest in the production of tea, learning from various kind of little workshops that the factory would put on, really becoming engaged in the process and making suggestions to the upper management how things could be improved. And that really allowed him to become a valuable member of the production of tea and allowed him to be promoted. So he really found that his signature strength of learning could allow him to progress, to make the day more fulfilling, more in tune with things, really kind of uses innate abilities to feel a deeper sense of purpose. And that in itself allowed him to progress in the organization. So how do you discover your signature strengths? How do you apply them? To start, you can go to a website called the VIA website. I'll leave a link in the description. I'm not being sponsored by them, but you fill out a number of surveys. It doesn't take too long, and they can give you a list of your strengths. And this survey is done in multiple languages, so the main languages around the world you can do it in. And that can give you, again, a little bit of a direction to where your strengths are, maybe things that you're not seeing. Next, reflect on your strengths. See how you use strengths every day in your daily life. What are you good at doing? Maybe you're good at organizing. You're good at number crunching. What are you doing every day that, yeah, I'm good at this. I like doing this. A signature strength that can be. Ask feedback from your colleagues, from your friends, from your family. What do they see in you that you do quite well, you're quite good at? They can maybe pinpoint things that maybe you're missing. Now integrate these strengths into your daily routine. As you heard the story about John working at the tea factory, what can you do every day to kind of bring in more of these strengths into your daily routine? How can they help your daily routine not be so daily, not be so maybe mundane, but you're just using more of yourself in your day to make the tasks that you're engaged in more meaningful. Set strength-based goals. So create goals that allow you to use your strengths in new and challenging ways. So if your strength is creativity, how can you use that in various parts of your life? Tasks that you normally do, maybe you can do things in a more creative way to make that task more meaningful, you get more out of it. Now we've talked a lot about work and how using your strengths at work can make the day a better day. But what about other aspects of your life? It's not just work. You have, again, family life, other sections, relationships. How can we use these strengths to improve them so maybe when something happens, it's not such a big impact for you? Let me give you some examples. Relationships. We're all engaged in some kind of relationship somehow. You have a partner, you got somebody at work, you're talking to a coworker, maybe somebody down the street, some friends, and sometimes relationships can get a little bit tense, right? And they can kind of create a lot of problems for us, especially intimate relationships. And that can kind of really allow us to kind of feel, not the best. But if we're always doing the same thing, trying to deal with things the same way, where maybe one person gets angry, you get angry, and then it goes up, and then in the end, nobody's really happy, and we kind of feel quite bad, but we're always engaged in this, so we're always getting the same thing. How can we use these signature strengths to make this situation better? Let's say your two strengths are curiosity and humor. And now we're at the end of the week and we're talking about the finances again, and things are getting heated. Who's going to pay for that? Do we have enough money for this? And things are escalating as they normally do. Bring in your curiosity strength. For example, taking out your notepad. Okay, well, let me write down things here. Let me get some more information. Tell me more what's upsetting you. So just writing it down there. Okay, well, I see that. I hear that from you. How can we work through? Okay, I get it. Curiosity, and also your humor. Oh my God, I'm writing all these things down. It's going to be a lot here to do here. That can help diffuse a tense moment also. But at least you're using your strengths to help deal with situations on a more proactive way than versus letting maybe emotions escalate, really bringing down the mood, really kind of impacting your mental health on a very negative way. In conclusion, it can take some effort to learn what your strengths are, but once you know what they are, it can lead to a much more fulfilling work life, personal life, and this can really enhance your mental health. But to harness the power of these strengths, You have to very much be intending on using them and use them ongoingly. So if you found this video of some use, give me a like. And if you know somebody who could also benefit from it, pass it on to them. And as always, wishing you the best mental health wherever you are in this big world. And until the next video, take care. I have another great video on travel and mental health. See how travel can enhance your mental health. Have a look here.